All right, what's up, y'all? Now, today, I want to speak about my favorite wrestler of all time, the greatest wrestler of all time. Don't argue with me, you're wrong. Jeff Hardy, you know what I'm saying? Um, Jeff Hardy's had a career. He's had some ups, he's had some downs. He has some great moments and he has some really, really, really bad moments, you know what I'm saying? But all in all, he's the reason why I'm a wrestling fan today. And first ballot Hall of Famer to me, him and his brother. I think he should go in the Hall of Fame twice for Hardy Boys and for himself. He should go in the TNA Hall of Fame and an all-around legend, you know what I'm saying? One of the most influential superstars of all time. And no matter what, has always been one of the most popular superstars of all time. Still to this day, you know what I'm saying? And we all know Jeff Hardy was more popular than Barack Obama in 2008. That's just what it was. If Jeff Hardy went against Barack Obama in a presidential debate, Jeff Hardy would have won. He didn't got to say a word about a policy, nothing. It's just Jeff Hardy. He was more popular. The most popular person in the world in 2008 was Barack Obama, next to Jeff Hardy. I'm sorry. But Jeff is in TNA currently. He had a short AEW stint. Didn't go well. Injuries, Jeff's personal issues, combined with bad booking leads to short AEW run with nothing really to write home about. And now he's back, I would say home, you know what I'm saying? Essentially with TNA. I always thought that TNA always treated him the best out of every company that he's been in, just because they gave him chance after chance and still pushed him to the top. And there have been multiple years where Jeff Hardy was the number one man in TNA. And the number one man means the world heavyweight champion, if you don't know. And they gave Jeff multiple tournament wins, championship wins, big moments. His first time he went heel, it was in TNA, you know what I'm saying? He had all of these moments in TNA. Now he's there now with his brother. I'm doing some more Hardy Boy stuff. And I was thinking, should Jeff come back to WWE? Now, my heart says yes, you know what I'm saying? But me being, like, if I go back to when I was 9, you know what I'm saying? 8, 9, 10 years old, I would say yes. But the way Jeff is now, I don't know. And I'm going to say something, and y'all may not really agree with it, but I'm going to just say it. And there's more references into CM Punk. If you look at CM Punk now, disregarding the injury, if you just look at CM Punk now and then look at how CM Punk looked in AEW, there's a clear difference, okay? For some reason, I feel that the way AEW is run, it's like it ages wrestlers quicker. Because I'm going to say this in two instances. One, CM Punk, just off of face, CM Punk looks 20 years younger on Monday Night Raw when he shows up, you know? In AEW, the man looked like he was aging by the hour. He looked stressed for obvious reasons, if you know the entire story, you know? For obvious reasons, the man looked stressed, 20 years older, looked out of shape half the time, was breaking all bones and stuff like that. He comes back, and now he just feels, he looks happier, he looks younger. The injuries are still a thing because his body is broken down, but there's a difference, you know what I'm saying? Jeff. Now, this may be just a rare occurrence thing, but in AEW, he looked super slow. He was doing the swanton all wrong. It was like he was protecting his back, but he was just dropping all of his weight on his opponent. So it was either bad for himself or bad for whoever was getting that move, you know? As opposed to when he just showed up at TNA. He looked faster. He looked stronger. He looked younger. You know? So I don't know if it's just the AEW aura that is like aging superstars or something like that. It could be a conspiracy theory. It could be just hearsay. I don't know. But I noticed that. But whatever. I want Jeff to know that he doesn't have to do all of the crazy stuff anymore. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have to do the swanton bombs, all the stuff that AEW is making him do, or allowing him to do, I'll say. Jumping off everything. Jeff, you don't have to, you spent your whole career doing that. You know what I'm saying? It's 2024. You don't have to do that anymore. At all. You know what I'm saying? In the matches I have seen since he came back to TNA, he looks faster. He looks stronger for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know what happened, but he looks completely different, you know? The only thing with coming back to WWE is the schedule is so taxing. And I don't think Jeff's body can control how quickly it's aging, you know what I'm saying? And his body's aging a lot quicker because he was one of the most I'm gonna break my body behind wrestlers of all time, you know? So when he gets old and when your body's already getting older and you already have a broken body getting older, you already hurting yourself worse, you know what I'm saying? I don't want him to be doing all these house shows and stuff like that, and then he gets hurt again, and then it's a vicious circle, you know? Now, can he return for like a one-off and get a Hall of Fame induction? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But a long-term run back in the day-to-day of Raw and SmackDown and NXT, no. I don't think that should happen. I don't think Jeff's in that part of his career where he needs to do that, you know what I'm saying? Now, if he does come back, he can be like an attraction, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't have to be on there every single week having matches every single week because he's not in that part of his career anymore. You know what I'm saying? I think he'll be a great presence to have backstage. He's still a veteran. He still knows the ropes. He still can help some rookies out. He can go to NXT, maybe. You know, Matt as well. But I think Matt has done a much better job of preserving his body. As we all know, they have two totally different wrestling styles. But honestly, Jeff being in TNA, I think is the best thing for him. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I think TNA, out of all the wrestling companies he's worked for, I think TNA is really the home because they treated him the best. So if he ends up just never wrestling again after this TNA run, I will be okay with that. You know? I don't think a return to Raw or SmackDown is needed. Would I be happy? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And him being in TNA, the partnership with WWE is still there. So at any point, he can just cross the bridge. You know what I'm saying? But, or cross the line. You know what I'm saying? The little TNA pun. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think that could be part of the reason why he went back to TNA. You know, he may have no idea to like go back with Triple H and stuff like that. But if the idea ever comes, just walk across the street. You know what I'm saying? They have a partnership now, so it's much easier to. But I hated the way his AEW run went. I hated the way his last run on SmackDown went. That whole thing. It seemed like they were getting ready to start him with a Roman Reigns feud, and I would have loved that, but I wouldn't have been able to handle Roman beating Jeff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy. I'm kind of happy it didn't happen. You know, but yeah, man. At the end of the day, I want Jeff to be happy, healthy, safe. You know what I'm saying? Everything else, it really doesn't matter where he wrestles as long as he is safe and doing what he wants to do. That's all that matters to me. You know, and I think the TNA part of his career was always the best for him because they always let him go. And when he came back and showed that he was good, they never took long to give him the ball again because they knew if they gave him the ball, he was going to score. And that's the one thing people like to forget about Jeff because when you talk about Jeff and all his personal issues, a lot of people just punch down. A lot of people, oh, he's a criminal and all this stuff. And it's like, bro, everyone has their issues. You know what I'm saying? Everyone has their issues. Jeff just happens to be a famous wrestler. So all his issues are on Front Street and open to criticism because people are people. So I think Jeff has to just reevaluate, you know what I'm saying? Reevaluate where he's at in his career. He doesn't have to be a world champion anymore. He doesn't have to be a tag team champion anymore. Could it happen? Yeah, you know, but I don't think it has to. And I just want him to be safe. I want him to be healthy. And I hope that this TNA run is that. If he does return, I hope that Triple H can understand that this man can't just do whatever anymore. And that's something that Tony Khan clearly did not understand. That's why AEW is their own thing. But we'll talk about that later. But yeah, man, I would always be open to a return, but it's not needed. You know what I'm saying? But you give me your opinion in the comments down below. If you like this video, subscribe. If you're new, subscribe. If you have not already, comment down below. What can I do next, man? Stay safe, drink water. I love you guys. Praise God. And I will see you next video, man.